PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are officially retired. They're moving on to greener pastures, moving down to Florida, having some margaritas, kicking back and relaxing and enjoying the good times to come while their younger siblings take the wheel. That's right, we're going to be talking about the best games of the generation, specifically the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One generation. So that means no Nintendo games, no PC exclusives, and no games which originally came out last gen. I'm looking at you, and GTA 5. This is exclusively a PS4 and Xbox One console games list. So, with all that out of the way, let's get started with number 1. This is in no particular order. Nier Automata, katanas, androids, violence. What is not to like? This game literally has an ending for every letter of the alphabet, with the final ending pitting the player with a very difficult decision. Overall, the characters and themes explored are done so perfectly, and a video game is the perfect way to experience many of the ideas and help you wrestle with them through gameplay. Also helps that the hack and slash and bullet hell gameplay iterates and changes over the several drastically different playthroughs you'll need to complete to see it all. Outer Wilds. The Outer Wilds is the only indie game on this list. Outer Wilds expects a lot out of you. It does not hold your hand, and that makes the rewards that it hides from you all the more satisfying to learn. Everything you need is available right from the start. This is Breath of the Wild done even better than Breath of the Wild in that department. The game can be completed legitimately with no exploits or glitches in literally 11 minutes, based fully on your understanding of the systems at play. The concepts are fun, the story is a blast to discover, and the sense of discovery could only be accomplished in a video game. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead 2 is the most ambitious, fully fleshed out open world of the generation. There are endless things to do, endless highly polished quests. RDR2 really is the epitome of games this generation. When everything went open world, Red Dead 2 showed how to do it so well, and as well as you realistically can do this generation. The insane level of detail and polish in every corner of this world, and the just sheer number of fully voiced dialogue, not a lot of filler stuff, it cannot be stated just how much is in here. The lengthy campaign feels like a premium multi-season TV show with twists and turns and some great characterization. RDR2 uses its medium to force you as a player to reconcile with the choices of your past and experience gradual decline in a way that only games can when you're literally playing as the character. Metal Gear Solid 5. MGS5 kicks gameplay up to a whole new level. The player agency is absolutely insane. Everything, and I mean everything, has been thought through. We're talking about using a water gun on an electric generator to kill the power. You can literally tackle missions however you want. The sky is the limit. I mean literally the sky. You can get in a helicopter or call in an airstrike. It's all up to you. Metal Gear Solid provides an arsenal of toys and tools to keep it interesting even 100 hours in. And the AI never gets old and even adapts to your habits. Start getting headshots, they'll start wearing helmets. While the game is basically unfinished from a narrative perspective, the gameplay loop is one of the best out there if you give it some time. God of War. Sony had some incredible exclusives this generation, including the reimagining of God of War. And God of War has it all. Has incredible graphics, a robust campaign, a great story, and gameplay that'll keep you cooked the whole way through. The semi-open world nature of the game walks a line between the linear PS3 hallways and the overly open PS4 worlds with nothing to do and endless miles to roam. The one-shot concept of the game, where the camera never cuts for the entirety of the 40-ish hour story, keeps the story personal and the attachment to the character Kratos even though you're in third person, you have attachment like it's a first-person game because of the one-shot nature of the game. Witcher 3. Now, this is the only one I haven't played on the list, but other members of Cohesive Friendship Unit can vouch for this game, so I'm going to do my best based off what I know and what I've been told from them. This is basically the Skyrim of the generation. It's an open world to get lost in with immersive side quests and visuals, and that sounds like nothing special compared to the rest of this list and a lot of the games of this generation, but for the majority of this generation, this was the technical showcase of the gen. And I mentioned side quests, and that's really what gets this game on the list. The writing and the rabbit hole insane depth of these quests that you could be led down, it's like no other. There's no other no other game where the side quests are as good, if not better, than most games' single player main campaign storyline. And there's a ton of them in The Witcher 3 to experience. And last on this list is The Last of Us Part 2. And yeah, I know this is a controversial way to end, but hey, check out my review and check out my spoiler talk on the game. You'll notice a lot of these games got on here because they used the medium of games to do something that could only be done within video games. And Last of Us 2 uses gameplay to frankly force emotions out of players, which we definitely saw online. It takes a linear story and player-controlled character, couples those two things, which is done in most video games, but it uses that player-controlled character in a linear story to ratchet emotions up to 11, which forces you to wrestle with the themes the game presents. It's a unique experience that can only be done in a video game, and in my opinion, it was pulled off pretty damn well. And well, what a list! What a great generation of video games. Can't wait to see what is in store for us this upcoming generation with PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. And hey, we already have sequels on the way for some of these games, including God of War, which I'm super looking forward to. So yeah, if you found this list enjoyable, throw us a like. Definitely throw us a sub if you made it this far. Comment down below what your defining games of the generation were. That's all for me, and I will catch you next time.